What is the daily struggle that you face, and what is the major struggle that you face in a situation of handling your palliative and geriatric care unit?
Yes, definitely. Whatever work we do will come up with some difficulties. Managing staff after they are trained, you can recruit them, you can train them. Now you have to make them stay with you. So if you have to make them stay with you, they need to be on a trip wherein they are first learning new things every day. They've been told every day that, look, the kind of job that you're doing is one of the best jobs. Even some of the well-skilled workers are struggling to learn. So you have to conduct activities wherein there are external people walking in and they give them the boost. Look, you are in the right place. The staff needs to be given food. You cannot expect staff to get food from home. So we have an in-house kitchen which cooks food for the patients, staff the same way. So we assure them the food, may it be a breakfast, may it be a lunch, dinner that they want to have. We have given them their identity in the form of a good uniform and an iCard, so that not only the presentation is good, they feel good in the uniform, that look, we are taken care of. So we need to take care of all our staff, and some of them, they may say rainy season, we cannot go and come. So give them accommodation in the bungalow, make provision for that. There are a few staff who are from Pune, they are from Kalyan. We give them in-house accommodation. So we have in-house staff, around 6 of them. So 6 of them, accommodation, food. See, when all these things comes up, they stick with us. But again, as I said, every day you may find the people that visit your centers, like say, for example, the relatives of the patient. Some of them are very, very smart. They will get talking with our staff and they'll say, look, after a month, I'm taking my patient home. They'll poach into your staff. That's the
So,
difficulty.
other than staff retention, what else have you faced in your
Yeah. Other than that, one is a general awareness of this kind of care with people has to go loud and clear. Look, there is a service available like this. You don't have to struggle in, because a patient gets discharged from the ICU, the treating doctor will say stroke हो गया है, हमारा ट्रीटमेंट खत्म हो गया है, अब वो 3 महीना लगेगा पेशेंट को ठीक होने के लिए, फीडिंग ट्यूब से देने का है, कैथेटर को मैनेज करने का, आप घर में लेके जाओ. Because hospital only treats, hospital will not do for a long term nursing care. Now these patients, when they come home, the relatives are so scared कि ट्यूब का क्या करने का, कैथेटर का क्या करने का. They will call up the agencies, they will put people who are there at home, ward boys, attendants who are not trained. They come, whatever they can give, they give. And some of the attendants who come home, the kind of stories I've heard is they will come for 15 days. During that 15 days, they may, steal something from the home or go, or, there is elderly abuse that happens at home. Those kind of stories and relatives have got, after suffering, they've got these patients to us. Now, when they come to us for a palliative care or for a geriatric care, one difficulty, doctor, what I have is, a lot of people think when it comes to palliative care and geriatric care, why the service should not be free. Now, I have to explain to them, if I have to give them food, if I have to give the rent for my bungalow, if I have to pay my staff, where is it going to come from? So, some basic charges we have to keep. Otherwise, the organization which started in a beautiful manner, how will I sustain that? Each person, there's a center manager, he needs to be paid. Electricity, AC needs to be paid. Because to the palliative care or geriatric care, it is not the people from the lower middle class who come. It is from the upper middle class they come. So each one would say, ki, not only I want a hygienic bed, I want air condition also. All the facility you want. And to top it up, some of the relatives will go one step ahead to say, activities ab kya karate hain? That means we have to look that lot of activities are also to be done. हालांकि घर में उन्होंने कभी एक्टिविटीज नहीं कराया, उनको कभी म्यूजिक भी नहीं सुनाया होगा, but we do plenty of activities because there are a lot of volunteers who keep coming. whether it is Brahma Kumaris or whether it is students coming, magician coming, people come and do a lot of activities. And I love to allow them to do activities because everybody is happy doing such activities. My staff is also entertained. I am also happy. And not only that, we take the recordings, we put it in the YouTube, share it with the relatives. Look, your patient has participated in such activity. Diya painting and everything they have participated. So they feel good.
Wonderful.
Now,
Yeah.
when it is a service sector, doctor, if it is a service sector, I also tried, can we be an NGO? But if you are an NGO, I spoke to a couple of people, then what happens is the game changes. What I want to do, I have to ask 100 people to get sanctioned. When it is an NGO, the funds that comes in, although the funds will come in, I know, they will tell you within this range, you have to do each bed. That means I cannot change my sheets that I want to, because we change frequently to keep it clean. I can't put extra lights to keep it bright. Itna mein chalao. Are yaar, we cannot cut. We want a standard to come up with. So what we do, let's have an organization which is sustainable, self-sustainable, and we can support other organizations wherein there is underprivileged people. So we calculated what is our outgoing per bed. And after calculation, we said it is a service industry. People who are coming to us are able to pay. So only thing is they are not getting the right people to come to their service. So let's put it together. Those people who are ready to pay can come. So we have a category, like totally I have got 28 beds. In 28 beds, I have economic beds, I have triple sharing, I have 4 sharing, 5 sharing, twin sharing. I've kept so that what you want, you select as per your budget. Over and above that, I've kept 2 beds charity free. And whoever wants it, we put it in the waiting list. When those 2 charity beds goes, this will be filled up by the waiting list. So that although it is a private sector, we have kept 2 charity beds just for the sake of my satisfaction that I am doing that also. So in case the privileged beds, like, on twin sharing or single, they will be, able to bridge in for the charity beds. Or if somebody, my friend or my relative comes and says, I want to donate something, I will say partially sponsored 2 beds if possible. So that means the cost can be brought down.
The question for our readers that I want to ask you is, what is what do you believe is the power of people? What is the advice that you would give?
Yeah. The power of people. Let's first start from power of an individual person. When I say power of an individual person, I, you, or anybody, we don't know what is the potential power each one has within us. Each one has sufficient power simply to be tapped at the right time. That is what is important. When we realize that I have power, I try to do things for not only myself, but a couple of people around me. And when each one of us think that we have an internal power, and when each one thinks that that is in surplus, I can do it for myself and I can do for a few around me. Imagine the power of people. It would be a huge potential energy which you can just put into role. It will become the correct dynamics, the kinetic energy. As an artist, as a teacher, as a doctor, as a social worker, as a lawyer, as a politician, as a corporator, I think each one can do a lot of things within the kind of a work frame that we have got. We have got tremendous power. And I am a follower of Brahma Kumaris. I am a follower of Sadhguru. When we all sit together for the satsang, the positive power of all minds, when it comes together, it works wonderful. So power of people, infinite power. But it should be used in the right direction by the right people, in the constructive manner, in the creative manner. Only then it can be called as power. Otherwise, it's a destructive thing, because a weapon or a tool, any instrument, you can use it for the betterment, and you can also use it to destroy something. It's like a scalpel, if I can use to operate on somebody to give a life, the same scalpel I can use to kill somebody. So power of people, power of every human being, yes, put together, I mean, it's a tremendous power. That's why each one says, that we are just a part of the universe. Some energy, power is packed in this body. When for that moment you forget that limit, you realize we can all come together to do something very big, very substantial.
Wonderful. Thank you so much. This has been a very, very informative, very constructive, and very inspiring interview. Thank you so much, Dr. Prasanna, for talking to us. And we look forward to meeting you also and visiting you, so that we can further share our what we do as well, and we can also share the interview with you. So thank you so much for giving us this time and taking this time for us so that you can speak to us. Thank you.
So, Richa, before I say, see, our organization is also supporting another senior citizen organization, which is located in Kasheli. That's by the name Smith Old Age Home. It's run by one Mrs. Yojana, and that's an NGO. So there they have got 92 inmates. A few of them are abandoned at railway station. Some police have found them and put them there, and they are in a very bad health also. So I give their free health check for them. That's how I'm connected to them. So most of the time they have something they need. And from our organization, we are able to support them in terms of grocery and also give them free medical services. And there are a couple of relatives who may say they want to donate. We don't take donation. We pass on these donations to them. Like even if they want to give a lunch or a meal, we try to organize that meal for those 19 inmates. Then there is an orphanage for boys and girls in Vartak Nagar. These two organizations also, sometimes our donors want to do something. We don't accept because it's a private organization. We connect with them. So these are, when we are self-sustainable, we can connect or we can support some of the organizations.
Certainly,
So
that's true.
this is how our modus operandi works, so that a little bit for the NGOs also we are trying to do. And thank you very much, Richard. This is I mean, I got a chance to speak my mind, and it was very nice to talk to you. Your questions were very relevant and something which touched my heart each time I was answering you. Thank you so much, and have a great day.
You too. Thank you.
Thank you.